Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And welcome to 2K Sports and the NBA. It's Chicago taking on the Detroit Pistons.
Need to win at least one more game on the road, which is going to be tough enough. So win tonight, make your job a little bit easier.
Steve, it definitely would be a long shot. I mean, the stakes really could not be higher for him. We'll see how that pressure affects him.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, Mike Woodson gave me a moment to catch up with him. A game like this is so often the pivotal game of the series because, as Coach says, a win here gives them a 3-1 lead with 2 chances to finish it off at home.
Open.
Needless to say.
Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Jimenez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Bullz shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Jimenez.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. Stuckey outside. Feeds to Monroe. A baseline J. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Into Noah. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket. And he passes it to Jimenez. Baseline jumper. And that one's good.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Jennings, defended by Jimenez. It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Monroe, and the rejection by Jimenez.
You know, one of his other qualities, Steve, is how quickly he starts to break. I mean, he doesn't need numbers either. He can be a coast-to-coast, rack-to-rack guy all by himself.
And Big Daddy picks up the 4 rebounds in this game. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time
It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of. Jennings with the ball.
Yeah.
Now guarded by Jimenez. The shot's good from Jerebko.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
And it's good. 9 points for Big Daddy.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Tie game in Detroit. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs. The Pistons have been battling. It's a pivotal game in this series. A win today, they're even. They lose, they're facing elimination. Certainly an impressive start by Brandon Jennings. He's picked up half a dozen points and he's stacking up the assists too, keeping the defense off balance with his passing. Good overall also, though, for the Bulls. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. Big Daddy playing well in the first half. He's got 9 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again tonight. Smith, the pass to Jimenez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, there's no shortage of defensive specialists at the one spot during the regular season this year, as you can see by this rundown of the point guard steal leaders. Look at Big Daddy, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And all those swipes have come for him because of the endless energy he devotes defensively. And whoever he's guarding, he just stays so close to him on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's the guy, if you're an opposing point guard, that you dread having to go up against. I mean, you don't want to see this guy. Because like you said, he's going to be all over you. Like bees on a pop can at a picnic. That's how much he hovers around.
You got away with words, my friend. Yeah, Deng is so dependable at both ends of the floor, Kevin. He's about 6'9", long arms, good athleticism, and he just stays after you. He can really guard because he anticipates well and he understands what the offensive player is trying to do.
That's exactly right, Steve. He's an excellent defender. Nothing flashy. Offensively, he's solid as well. A good jump shooter who can catch and shoot or even dribble into the smooth pull-ups. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Monroe. Shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
It makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Now, and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Now, here is Smith. He has 5. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
That's 5 shots without a conversion. A very tough start coming out of the half.
It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Stuckey. In low to Monroe. Not to go. Now here's Jennings. He's got 8. Jennings can't get that one to fall. Here's Jimenez, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Now still a great start to the half before hitting it.
Chicago's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. For the lead, they get it back. Davis dishes to Deng. Snell. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bulls lead by 3. Jennings for 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
Josh Smith and Greg Monroe at the 3 and 4. Caldwell Pope out there with Jennings. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. And they've been winning that battle.
And count the back. There's the feed to Smith. In low to Davis. That is good.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page
to no
when
one.
you watch it.
Here's Big Daddy, defended by Drummond. Deng goes in, but they'll get another chance. That's good. 9 points for J.R. Smith.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Jennings, covered by Smith. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Jennings with the bucket. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. J.R. Smith on the wing. Passes to Jimenez, and stolen by Jennings. Moving it up, and it's Josh Smith with the finish.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to get it back.
I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Jennings passes to Stuckey. He feeds it to Drummond. Outside Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Drummond. Fires for three. And Brandon Jennings with the three. Jennings has got 12 points in just the second hit.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Big Daddy. 13 points, and what a tear he's been, rejecting shot after shot.
No doubt, Clark. He has
Until they start missing
absolutely
from there, but as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
Jimenez, the pass to Smith. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Smith off a pick from Jimenez. Fires top of the key. It goes straight through with the switch. And that's now 11 points for J.R. Smith.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Jimenez to tie it up. Jennings can't get it to go.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Dishes it to Smith. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Really left alone that time. Now it's in front of him. Bullz leading at 6. Stuckey drives inside. Smith with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Big Daddy. Good work defensively by Stuckey.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Jimenez. Rodney Stuckey pulls it in, and they go to the intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.